Hi, I'm Dr. Ann Jackson, the founder and executive director of the Center for Food Equity in Medicine, and I wanted to take a few minutes to tell you a little bit about our organization. Like so many things in life, situations or things that we decide to do are born out of our own experiences, and this is no different. I was a person who was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2015, and as I began care, I began to notice that my fellow cancer patients were like me, trying to figure out how to handle, how to navigate, how to just get through this. And I soon realized that not only was there a burden of the treatment and the care, but people were also trying to figure out how to juggle different things. And so I am a person who believes that there is good in all things, and so I had to find the good in my experience. And out of that, decided that one of the things that I wanted to be responsive to was the need for to try and relieve some of the burden for myself and for other cancer patients by helping them meet their nutritional needs. People were trying to figure out, how do I take the $10 I have today to cover parking, but also to buy lunch or to buy breakfast for myself or the person who came with me today? And that was a big burden that I really wanted to do something about. So in the fall or the summer of 2017, along with the leadership of the Cancer Center at the University of Chicago, we had lots of discussions, and then in November of 17, we opened a complimentary nutrition station inside the Cancer Center at the University of Chicago, and that Cancer Center pantry is still up, still thriving, still doing great things. People come every day to take food items off, and we as an organization support that pantry on a monthly basis. That work continued for us in a small band of volunteers, many of whom had had a cancer experience themselves and were my friends. And then in 2019, I realized that if people are hungry when they come in for care, they must be hungry at home too. So our organization, our band of friends, began providing Thanksgiving, our November holiday food bundles to families. We thought we did a great job. We were out the door, and the family said, my last family at Thanksgiving said, are you coming back? Are you going to do this for Christmas? And before I could cross the threshold, I said, of course we are, and we were back. That was in November of 2019. We served 8 families that year. In November of 2024, we served 125 families, all receiving high quality, culturally affirming foods that they could prepare their own holiday meal with, or if they were too ill, we work with local restaurants to create a holiday meal for them that volunteers deliver to them. This has become one of the signature pillars of our work. Another signature pillar is To Your Door Grocery Brigade, where we deliver groceries to families directly, those who have highest need, on the 3rd Saturday of each month. And volunteers pack the groceries, volunteers deliver the groceries, and we utilize volunteers to shop. We use volunteers to stock our shelves here at our workshop so that those foods get out on time for families, and they're a mixture of things. We also have a program that's called the Admission Kit Program, where we provide admission kits in a drawstring bag for cancer patients and people with other hematological conditions like sickle cell disease. If they're admitted to the hospital in an emergency situation and maybe they didn't have time to prepare, it's a kit of toiletry items so that they can feel a little bit of home during this hospital experience. We also have a program that's called Cards for Caregivers, and that allows us to help support the nutritional needs of caregivers who are spending the night with loved ones and may not have the financial resources to get a nutritional meal for themselves. So we provide them with a $25 Panera gift card, and that card can be used at their discretion, but we hope they use it to buy a nutritious dinner or breakfast for themselves, as they need to stay strong while they're helping to care for the person in the hospital receiving care. Well, the holiday program now is called the Holiday Bundle Sharing, and as I mentioned, we do it during the holiday in November, and we do it during the winter holiday in December. And in the December sharing, we try and make sure that we have items that are not only food for folks, but often they may even be gifts. What we've learned in the years that we've been serving families is that often the families that are most vulnerable are female-led. They are often women who are heading multi-generational families, or they are head of household. And so we try and make sure that we send a holiday gift along, because sometimes that may be the only holiday gift that they may get. It may be the only holiday gift that their kids get. And then in 2025, we took a step further and into the policy side of things, and the Center for Food Equity in Medicine led the charge in collaboration with other cancer-related organizations, serving organizations, and we had a conference, Ready, Set, Go, empowering cancer patients to improve their healthcare outcomes. And it was really designed to help patients to learn to amplify their voices, to learn about new resources that may or may not have come up in conversations with their care teams that still might have impact on their care and their long-term outcome of service. So we've been on the move. We have gone from an organization where we were totally donations and our budget was $2,000, $3,000, $6,000 a year, to an organization where our annual budget now is approximately $160,000. And most recently, we added a scholarship fund that we are working on developing, and we're doing it in honor of my children who lost their lives in 2024, both to cancer. And I wear these pins in their honor. This one is for my son, and this one is for my daughter. And so this work is personal because it touched my life, but then it becomes very personal when it touches the lives of your children. So please lean in where you can, get to know us, ask questions, but we are looking forward to building and growing and expanding, because we've gone from an organization that just served approximately 6 zip codes to now we serve over 114 zip codes. We are in 5 states, and we consider ourselves a small but mighty national foundation. Thank you.